Welcome back to Dark Sky Manor, my 20 acres of off-grid West Texas property. If you're new here, thanks so much for watching. My name's Debbie, and I'm turning this 20 acres into my dream homestead. In this video, I'll be doing some chores around the homestead and preparing for the winter storm that's coming this weekend. So once a week, I meal prep. And I usually just use the air fryer. It has to be on a day when I have plenty of sun so that I know my solar power is charging. I come here in the shed and I run my air fryer and I cook usually chicken thighs or chicken breast, enough to last me a few days. So this time I did like a Mediterranean flavored chicken thighs. I use thyme, rosemary, oregano, paprika, salt, pepper, onion salt, garlic, or onion powder, garlic powder. And I mean, it's just super simple. I have a little small air fryer that I use. It takes like 1200 watts. It's a 1200 watt air fryer, so it takes a lot of power. But as long as I do it in the middle of the day, I can recover that power as long as there's sun. If not, I can actually run my car because I have what's called, I have a Bluetti Charger 1, which runs off my alternator in my car for when I'm traveling to charge my power station. So it's actually really nice to have that. So if I ever do run out of power, I can always just go start the car and run it for a little bit and then I'll have power again. I just don't like to do that. I don't like to idle my van for very long, but sometimes it's what I have to do, especially when it's really cold and we have to run the electric blankets all night instead of just for a couple hours in the morning and at night. So yeah. But it's good to have the charger. I love the Charger 1, and they've come out with a Bluetti Charger 2 now, which, I mean, I wish I had that because you can charge from solar and the car battery at the same time, which is amazing. I can't do that with my current setup. I can only use either Charger 1, charging from the car battery, or solar. I mean, obviously I can charge when I have, you know, if I go someplace where there's electricity, I can charge there. So there's obviously other ways I can charge it, but primarily when I'm here at the land, and that's how I keep power on cloudy days. Even on cloudy days, though, I do get power. I do get solar, so it's not too bad. I just have to be super conscious of what I'm using my power for. You know, I mean, my Starlink takes anywhere from 50 to 75 watts as it's running all day, all night. So that's a huge power draw. My refrigerator takes about, it averages probably 35 to 45 watts. Obviously now when it's colder, it doesn't run all night. It doesn't need to run all night. So that's nice. Yeah, and I'll show you. There's nothing that I don't have here. So anyways, this is my Bouge RV refrigerator. It's a 59 quart dual zone. So this is the refrigerator side. This is the freezer side. And it has an app that you can control it from an app, which is great. Obviously I do most of my cooking with electric inside the shed, just because it's easier with my brother and I both in the van. We don't have a lot of room in there, so it's easier to cook in the shed. I do have the propane stove outside like I showed before. It's in the shower tent because I use it there to heat water for a shower, and it's just easier to have it right in there, and it protects me from the wind when I'm cooking with propane. I have this, which is just a little electric 2-burner if I ever need to use it. It takes a lot of power too, but sometimes I don't want to stand outside in the shower tent to cook, so I will use this. And then of course, you know, my microwave right there. And then in here I have this set up as our bathroom so that we have a little bit of privacy when we go to the bathroom. These are the pine pellets that we use. I get them from Tractor Supply, as I said before. And there's our toilet, and then I have this, you know, shelf over the toilet, which is, it's nice to have that so I can store all of our towels and everything. And y'all have asked about my van setup where we sleep, and this is where we sleep. Since I don't have any money to start on the bathhouse yet, I decided I'd go ahead and just start digging out the pond a little bit more. We're supposed to get a winter storm this weekend, and so I thought it'd be nice to at least have it dug out a little bit where we can get some water. It'll retain a little bit of water just to soften up the ground, so it'll be easier to dig next week. So that's what I'm doing today. I've also got to clean up the yard a little bit. I want to weed eat the rest of the yard because I haven't done that yet. I was procrastinating because I hate using the weed eater. I have sciatica, and so when I use the weed eater, it really bothers my back. But I did bring my massage chair here, so at least now I can sit on the massager at the end of the day after I've worked all day, and it feels really good. It kind of relieves some of the tension on my back. It feels great, and it helps with, I get muscle spasms really bad in my back as well, and it helps with that. So that's been really nice to have that here.
Dust on my boots, the ground so white. Sun dips low where the coyotes hide. A canvas of creosote, a life untamed. Dreams take root where the wild is claimed. Hammer in my hand, stars in my side.
Right in this area right here is where I'm going to have the bridge going over the pond. So I thought that would be really nice. And then the waterfall is going to be at that end.
Dark Sky Manor, my desert home, 20 acres I call my...
So here you can see what the shape of the pond is going to be. This past week, a couple of baby cows got in my yard. They got under the gate on the fence. So you can see their little baby footprints. I'm glad they got out. But yeah, you can see where all the cows were hanging out. There's their little baby footprints again. They were all over the yard. You can see the clouds. They look like a winter storm clouds. I love it. And over here, I can't even hardly see the mountains anymore. I can't see the Guadalupe Mountains at all. They're usually right over there, but can't see them at all because of the rain. Sorry, I know I'm moving fast. It's probably making you guys dizzy. I'll try and go slower. Yeah, these mountains have little clouds over them already. I really hope that we actually do get snow this time. One of my most favorite things about the desert is when it rains. It smells so good. And it's something I appreciate because I know rain is not, doesn't happen very often. And so it's just incredible. It's so beautiful. I was able to finally finish weeding the rest of the fenced in area yesterday, so it feels good to have that all finished. Feels really good. It is so, I wish there was smell-o-vision because it smells so amazing out here. We are under a winter weather advisory. We're supposed to get, it said 4 to 6 inches of snow on Sunday or Saturday night and Sunday morning. So I hope we get it this time. We were supposed to get it before, but we didn't.
I'm really hoping we get it this time because I would love to see this beautiful land in the snow. That would be incredible. It would be so amazing. But anyways, I just thought I'd share. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this right here so I can get this video uploaded today. I hope y'all have a great week. I will see you next week and hopefully do a live maybe next week. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share, and I will see you next week.
Dark sky manor, my desert